I'm sitting on it. There we go. I found a cord that will work. My phone will charge meanwhile, my phone will charge. It's Thursday. We need you. We need you. Weenie. There's a weenie and we need. Nice haircut. Thank you. What are those? Oh, barber poles. Barbers didn't just cut hair many years ago. They did bloodletting and all kinds of other barbarous things. And then I guess people started protesting. Barber. When you went to see the barber, they would cut. They did medicinal things. All right. I guess this is an episode of Why Not? Why not? I thought of that. I like my wine glass. Like I said before, it's supposed to be held this way because your body heat will affect the wine. So that's why they have these stems. This one is like hardcore. I mean, this could probably be, this is a chalice, more of a chalice. But before I get buzzed, let's play a little jaw harp. Let's see, it is 6:13. 13 after 6. I made myself a watch band. I used a band for a headlamp, an old headlamp. Actually, I cut off excess for my headlamp. So my headlamp had extra bandage. So I cut it off and made a wristband for my watch. I might do it again. You know, I should make these little pieces to where I could put different watches. I have another watch that's made by Smith & Wesson. The one I have on there now is Timex, but the date doesn't work. I have to keep changing the date manually. Today is the 15th. Thursday. I should get my hammer. What do you do when you're sad? What do I do when I'm sad? I don't stay sad for long. I don't like the sad. I always like to do something that cheers me up. What do you do when you're sad? We need you. You already said that. What is the Razor Ramon toothpick? What is the Razor? I do not know what the Razor Ramon toothpick is. Razor Ramon. Am I reading that right? Some say this jaw harp has healing powers. The healing power of the doing doing. The doing doing. This is also called the grumble. I like to look up the different names for the jaw harp. They also call it a Jew's harp. Harp of the Jews. Thoughts on Hulk and Andre the Giant? They were a lot of celebrities. Some celebrities I hear about, they visit children who are in the hospital, or they visit children who are in cancer treatment. Gene Wilder did things like that. He came dressed as Willy Wonka, and he would talk with the kids. Ultimate Warrior from Parts Unknown. And Miss Elizabeth. Nacho and Miss Elizabeth. What about Nacho Libre? Nacho! I think I need a breath mint. I'm running low on these Altoids. I like the Altoid Arctic. And be sure to give me a tip. My last 2 live streams, if you check them out, my QR code, click on my QR, or use my QR code to give me a tip. A pile of meat opinions slid down a staircase made of cough syrup and landing fees. Every step whispered almost, and then sneezed directly into your memories of bathrooms you've never been in. That's poetry. You know what? We should recite poetry and then do this. Corey, bang, 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 bing, bang, bing, bang, bing. Hello. What the heck was that? Was all that? Somebody had read this one. It's poetry. When you appreciate poetry, you're supposed to snap your fingers. I know a poem. There once was a man from Nantucket. There once was a girl from New Zealand. I'm trying to think of other poems I've heard. Here I sit, broken-hearted. Tried to shit, but only farted. Second time I took the chance. Tried to fart, but shit my pants. Here I sit, broken. I just recited that poem. I guess great minds think alike. I like me Altoids, especially this Arctic. I'm going to get more of these. I'm down to a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 left. And I can feel my heart breaking. Yep, LOL. My brother still does the LOL. He still does the LOL. I like it when my mouth is minty fresh. I have my goblet. I have my Cabernet Sauvignon. Juicy and balanced. And I'm going, next time I'm going to make sure I get the white Zinfandel. Oh, messages retracted. They put a screw here. The door that covers the batteries, there's a screw. I guess they don't want kids swallowing batteries. or chewing on them. I need the healing power. I was just mentioning that. The healing power of the doing doing, a book that you couldn't put down recently. You know what? The Golden Book of Saint Germain. Check that one out. The Golden Book of Saint Germain. It's very empowering. I thought you'd never ask. Now that you just dropped them pants. Now that's that's a movie of the year or line. That should get an Academy Award. Now that you just dropped them pants. You sure do got a pretty mouth. That's another one. That's quite a compliment. You sure do got a pretty mouth. So my mommy is in the hospital again. My mummy is in the hospital again. She's having valve issues. I'll be glad when they finally replace that valve. She'll be happy. I'll be happy. I think we'll all be happy. I'm glad I found a charge cord that works. I think that last charge cord I had was pinched somewhere. It's still charging. How about that? When you poop in the shower and you Kobe it in the toilet, or do you waffle stomp it down the drain? I've never pooped in the shower. I always get upset when I have to jump out of the shower, that nice warm shower, and then hopefully make it to the toilet. It is, though, that let me read that again. When you poop in the shower, do you Kobe it in the toilet, or do you waffle stomp it down the drain? Nobody shits in the shower. You are nasty. I'm not nasty, but is though. I'm not nasty, but is though. I like you guys. I'm already drawing a good crowd. I like people with a sense of humor. Few people in my life have a good sense of humor. Has donated $2 through Super Chat. Hope this helps. I don't think I have Super Chat. I don't know where that money goes. I've never seen a penny of that Super Chat. I don't even know if I qualify yet. I don't have enough view hours or whatever they call it. You trash. Well, it's Thursday night. Why don't you have it yet? I do not know. I've been a YouTuber since 2009. It was, April 1st, 2009 when I became a YouTuber. And go figure. Just lying. You cool. Just lying. You should definitely be monetized. I know. I wonder what the holdup is. I got people coming to my live streams. I've got people commenting on my videos. I got people viewing my videos. Has donated $45 through Super Chat. What the heck is Super Chat? Buy a wine. I will. This last wine, it was $6 with tax. And it's a fancy wine. It says Cabernet Sauvignon. Well, thank you for that. I don't know where the hell my Super Chat's going to go. Hello, Eddie. Welcome to Eddie's Funhouse. Welcome to Winenot. I call it Winenot. Why not? You know, I've got a bottle of it. I've got my chalice, my glorious chalice. No one is donating you any money. You have money. You have to have a little Super Chat button that we can see in order to donate real money. Well, I do have my QR code. You'll see my QR code in a previous, I think it was the one right before this one. The thumbnail, you'll see my QR code there on my previous live stream. Has donated through Super Chat. Wow, $2,943 through Super Chat. Don't believe the lies. I will not lies. Okay, Lucia, not funny anymore. Yeah, I agree. That's not funny anymore. I need my wine money. Hey, say hello if you can hear me. Hello. Is there anybody in there? I'm not talking about a QR code. It's a thing you get once you get, oh, I don't have that many. I do not have that many watch hours. So watch harder. Wow. Has donated. Yeah, Lucia, that's not funny anymore. Wow, damn. Lucia. No one is donating. I've noticed that. No one. I need to, you can donate by going into my links. Go to my channel and you'll see my links. Click on the links and you'll see my donation. Yeah, you'll be able to donate. And tip me. The QR code is to tip me. So tip me, you fool. Click on use the QR code. I guess you have to take a picture of the QR code. And then you can tip me, you fool. Thank you for saying hello. Okay. Remember me? Hi. Has canceled the donation through Super Chat. Yep, I don't have 3,000. How much is it? You said 3,000 watch hours. The healing power of the doing doing. One of these days, I want to have a guest. I want to have like a guest. Maybe an EMT, maybe a police officer, maybe somebody who does investigative work. Maybe I should have my hospice nurse. I could ask my hospice nurse if she can come by on her time. And I can comp her with some wine. I could give her a bottle of wine or something. That'd be an interesting interview, you know? I could sit across from her because I can switch the camera. I can talk for a while and then I could put the camera on her. That super chat button appears only to us when we push the button. We can send you $2 and your message will show up on your screen in the box with color. Okay. Look, I don't see it. I don't have the super chat. Well, welcome back, Mr. Ovette. I wonder if Charlotte's been talking to me. Charlotte says she's in the hospital. And Scrooge McDuck. It's been a while since Scrooge McDuck. There we go. Now we're more down to earth. I love my little tripod. My mom gave me this tripod. It holds, there's a little attachment. Wow, you like to write in paragraphs. You're a pretty quick typist, aren't you? How many words a minute? Let's see. This one guy I watch has sleep nature sounds. Oh, sleep videos that you can turn on while you're sleeping with nature sounds and rain falling, and you can leave it all on. I like those. They're meditation. Sometimes I can fall asleep to those meditation videos. I sleep to Grim Life Collective. I was watching that on the TV. I was watching Grim Life Collective, and they were doing a tour through a haunt. It was pretty. It was the longest tour, and I fell asleep and woke up, and the tour was still in progress. That will get your hours. That's right. Or just me eating a sandwich, you know. People sometimes, when I'm doing live streams, I'll be eating something and they'll ask me, what are you eating? I can call it a food porn. You know, just sit here and eat a cake, have some cake or a bowl of ice cream. And people could just watch me eat it. That'll get me some watch. Oh, I have my blowgun. I have a blowgun and I have a target. What I can do is in the trunk of my car, I have a stand and I can just charge up this phone and put the camera on the target, and you can see how good a shot I am. We have another Lord of Lords guy. Another weird thing is that I cannot double tap the screen to like your screen. I've noticed that. It takes away the like. If you hit it twice, you hit it once to give the like, and you hit it again to take away the like. Stream, yeah. Oh, you said screen. Stream, yeah. Well, I've got 5 likes so far. You like my red shirt? It's part of my pajamas. I want to write on here, F me, I'm on hospice. No, sorry. Tomorrow I am. My brother just texted me. That'd be nice if he swung by here. Oh, that's what he meant. Okay. Tomorrow he's good. Then I can come visit my mom. He and I can visit my mom together. I cannot hit it at all. Really? I wonder what's up with that. You can't leave a like? The recipe you shared gave me diarrhea. I like you guys. I like your humor. The recipes you shared gave me diarrhea. That deserves a clown nose. Every time someone makes me laugh, I'm going to give them a clown nose. That, my friend, gets you a clown nose. I don't like how this pinches my nose. It's hard plastic, and it's supposed to just sit nicely. That, my friend, gets a clown nose. Can anyone else like the stream? The stream? I've got 6 likes, so maybe it is working. Maybe it's working. Here's my green bottle of wine. I'm gonna partake. More wine. I don't think I'll pour that much this time. This isn't one of my favorite. Cabernet Sauvignon. It sounds like very fancy. It sounds fancy. Cabernet Sauvignon. It sounds very French. Yes, I just did. Much love from Morocco. There was somebody from Morocco. That's in Africa. I think the northern part of Africa. Their religion there is Muslim. Morocco. That's a long way. Because it is French. Thank you for that insight. Thank you for it. Here we go. Down the hatch. Look at that. That's like a purple. That's a deep purple color. It's probably been French girls probably stepped on these grapes. Or they probably used a press. Hold on a second. Much love from Lebanon. All right. Are you kind enough to send me $100? Are you kind enough to tip me $100? Did you mean tomorrow? Yes. Yes, I did. I'm able to chat with my brother. I did mean tomorrow. This gives me a little bit of a fever. I have a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. Yes. Send me 5K. Send me 5K. Send me 10K, and I'll send you 5K. I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. 27 minutes, 6 likes, 2 people. Who could ask for anything more? My eyelids are getting kind of puffy. That means the wine is working. The wine is working. Cabernet Sauvignon. Tastes like French. Tastes like the feet of French women. I made myself laugh. It tastes like the feet of French women. Back in the olden days, they used to stomp grapes. I don't know why that is. Who decided, you know what? I'm going to get in there and I'm going to stomp those grapes. What's up, Ed? Oh, it's Adventure. Hello, Brian. I always like saying that. Hello, Brian. I'm having wine today. What's your drink of choice? The drink of choice. Last time I had Coors. I've been a wine guy lately. $6 a bottle. Youch. And I'm pretty sure it's not a brand name vodka like usual. Oh, yeah, there we go. Potatoes. Vodka is made from potatoes. It's a nice Russian drink. Check out. Edited that shit. Check out Field Post. I can't pronounce that word. Oh, could you translate? What are those, nuts? Potatoes. Okay, those are potatoes. Potatoes, Irish. I think of Irish when I think of potatoes. They had what was called a potato famine or something like that. See, when they go scorched earth, the potatoes is still underground. They are beneath the surface. You can burn the surface, but deep beneath there, you can dig up potatoes. Okay, I got long red hair. I'm Irish. I am also Irish. I'm what I call the brown Irish. So there's some Irish people who have brown hair, or maybe reddish brown hair, depending on how the light hits it. I'm going to show you my shillelagh. I made myself a shillelagh. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'm going to see if I can relocate my shillelagh. I've got to show it to you. I made it myself. I'm going to show you my shillelagh. This one is more like a club. I'm glad that didn't break the glass. My necklace made contact with the glass and it went ping. See, look at that. I found this. This is natural. I cut it here and I cut it here. Not all shillelaghs are long. Some of them are just a club. But I like how this, I guess, honeysuckle grew around it and it made that shape. And it's a good shillelagh. It's not a, I don't even know what, I think it's dogwood. But yeah, I was holding this today whilst watching television. What? Okay, what? I'm proud of this is my little club. No, it's almost like hypnosis if I spin it around. It looks like a terracotta warrior. Kind of looks like a tiki when I hold it like that. See, there's the butt, there's the back, there's the arms, the head. Kind of looks like that. But anyways, I just cut. I used my multi-tool saw. I always like a multi-tool that has a saw in a saw. Yeah, the multi-tool has a saw, and I can cut pieces of wood with it. I have also a folding saw that's pretty cool. I heard that there's hickory. Hickory is growing here in Georgia. I want to make a hickory stick. Hickory, a walking stick. That'd be cool. Made of hickory, and I can kind of carve into it. What? Okay. NNN. Ches. This doesn't taste too bad. I guess you have to open it and let some air get to it. This one doesn't have a cork. This one has, you can twist the top. It's a twist top bottle. See, that's a green. It's a green bottle. And they say that has to do with how the sun penetrates and how it ferments. Hello. 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 Who's with me? Mambo, mambo italiano, mambo, mambo italiano, mambo. I think another one is volare. Oh, and they're bored with this. Waffles finest. Wafers, Walfairs, any topic tonight. Let me think. Why are you whistling? Why am I whistling? I'm not whistling at all. This is my kazoo. I got this at Five and Below. There's a store called Five and Below. Everything is $5 or less. Can we walk? Can we talk about BLM? Are you by chance black? Can we even say black anymore? We have to say African American. Not too bad. It has a woody taste, like it's a wooden wine. Sometimes they add cloves and things to the wine. Who's here with me? I see 4 people, 9 likes. Meow. 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 9 lives. Remember that cat? It was a cat food called 9 Lives. 9 lives. I always thought a shillelagh was like a walking stick, but not the case. A shillelagh can be a club or a baton. Ed, feeling it. All right. Feeling it. Cheers, mate. But you do that too. I was doing a good cat impression, I think yesterday. Meow, 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 meow. Sounds like a male cat in heat. Meow, meow. There we go. LOL. You know, like when it's feeding time? Wine and laughter. Here's to Dionysus. Here's to Dionysus, god of the partying god. That doesn't taste too bad. I love my shillelagh. I love it. I love how it looks like a wizard's staff. Let's change the subject. Let's talk about the universe. Have you seen that Tim and Eric bit? There was a Tim and Eric bit where they were talking about the universe, they were wearing black turtlenecks, and Tim was talking about Tillman's crest, and Eric was shining a light in a kid's window. I do this every night, son. I do this every night with your son. Tim and Eric, awesome show. Great job. I used to always, after work, it went into an archive, and I would always go into the archive, and because it was Adult Swim, so if I couldn't stay up really late, I would go to the archive, and I would always, whenever there was a new Tim and Eric episode, I would cue it in. The lizard that is not word or stab. Are you Irish? I think shillelagh Irish word. It is an Irish word. Oh, yes. because I guess they weren't allowed to carry swords. They weren't allowed to carry weapons. So they came up with the shillelagh, which is like it looks like a walking stick. You've seen them, shillelaghs. Look it up. They have this thing called a black thorn shillelagh. I've always wanted one. Black thorn is like a magical wood. My face is getting red. $100. Beat me a 1v1. Fortunate game, Fortnite game. Slow down. If your face is getting red, yes, slow down. I still have a lot in this bottle. This bottle is a little more than half. I like how the label, there's a break there so you can see how much wine is left. They say drink the whole bottle when you pop the cork. Time for you to join AA. No, it hasn't gotten that bad. I started this bottle yesterday, and there's still like almost half of it's gone. So yeah, I'm nursing it. Welcome to Winenot. Time for you. Oh, I already read that. Mark as red. Mark as red. Mark as. I have a cool weapon here. Deaf, not an alcoholic. Definitely not an alcoholic. See, this goes on the back. See, there's the belt loop, and you put it across your back, and it has these little knives. I like the idea, but the design can use some modifying. So you go like this, and you hide the blades. What they need is like powerful magnets. I think magnets would work. You could just when you go like that, it should stay because there's not much, they need to make the blades thicker maybe so they stay. And then the other thing is it doesn't stay in here. You put it in the sheath and it can fall out either way. They need to make it like an elastic. That's what I can do. Get a hold of some elastic. And the elastic could probably hold it in. I could do that. I'm pretty good at sewing. I could totally sew it. I can get an elastic piece and wrap it and then sew it into place. Because it's crappy Velcro. Crappy Velcro. Deaf, not okay. I really see Ed drink. I rarely see Ed drink. I rarely see it. You look Israeli and you Indian. First weapon was either rock or stick. Rock or that's what Albert Einstein said. I don't know what World War III will be fought with, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. And Tesla said, Nikola Tesla, he said, you may live to see man-made horrors beyond your comprehension. You may live to see man-made horrors beyond your comprehension. Yes, I'm already seeing man-made horrors. First weapon. Oh, either. You know what? Weapons were spears and clubs. And also like boomerangs. The original boomerangs, they didn't come back. They were very streamlined. In fact, I want to make one. I want to make it nice. I'm going to get a piece of wood that has a curve to it. I could probably split it into two. I could make two boomerangs, one for the left hand and one for the right hand. If I were to split it, I can give one boomerang to my right-handed friend. They're pretty devastating, boomerangs. They get a piece of wood, they flatten the bottom of the stick, and the top of the stick is rounded, kind of like an airplane wing. And when that thing hits something, first of all, it rides the wind, and the impact is devastating. Before swords, I was hands. It was hands. That's right. People had to throw hands. That's how the martial arts came into play or came into being. Sometimes people weren't allowed to have, or they didn't have weapons, so they would use their hands and feet and knees and forehead. I said weapon. Weapon. Oh, I think I'm feeling pretty good right now. So yes, my mommy's in the hospital, but she's feeling all right. And tomorrow, my brother and me are going to go visit my mom. I think gun. Calm down, guys. Calm down. So did you get an alert that I was doing a live stream? It's like, Ed is live. Ed is live. Eddie. I like wine. Yeah, I did. Cavemen would use a stone or a branch as a weapon or a spear. The caveman. Dweller of the cave. Oh, caveman isn't real. That's interesting. People dwelled. There's actually proof. People would do hieroglyphics. People who lived in caves, they would draw. That's how they would communicate. Spear is same as a branch, a very long branch. Spear is more like a pole. I was hunting with my brother, and I saw a branch, a shoot that would make a great spear. If I had a saw, I probably would have had me a spear. Okay, if cavemen are real, why aren't there cavemen in caves now? Well, probably people started building houses. People started building cabins, teepees. What do they call those? There were wigwams. Wigwams. I think there were like stick shelters. Have you ever seen? There was a movie called Ishi, the Last of His Tribe, and he was showing how to make bows and arrows and how to make a shelter. True that. Very true. I speak the truth. Mostly. I've been known to lie so that I don't sound stupid. I don't want to sound stupid. So I might lie. Cavemen nowadays are called homeless people. Yep. Cavemen. There are definitely too many people Either that or too many people like to live together. I've noticed that there's an influx of building, land developing instead of just live. I mean, deforestation has got to be the number one cause of wildlife death. But how they are homeless if they have caves as homes. Yeah. I think they ran out of caves. Maybe the bears took over. Bears have to go somewhere to hibernate. Sometimes caves. They'll go into caves and hibernate. So you don't want to run into a bear when you're trying to homestead. I think I tasted peanuts just now. I didn't eat peanuts. I had cinnamon toast this morning. Cinnamon and sugar toast. I did not have peanut butter. I'm proud of my diet. I've been on a diet lately. I've been foregoing lunch, and I'll have a snack instead of lunch. And then like today, I had a taco, one taco. I'm proud of myself. Usually I eat more than one taco. But it is as a roof and walls. But it does have roof and walls and sound like the GERD burp. You need Pepsid. I need Pepsid. Pepsid, isn't that like for heartburn? I tried to AFK. What is AFK? 52 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 52 minutes, 86% charged, 10 likes, not too bad. I've got 4 people watching. Hopefully they are entertained. Yo! Welcome, One Life Man. Make you wait. What's your religion? I've grown up Christian. Grown up with the Christian faith. But I've studied, I've experimented. Religion basically puts us in touch with the supernatural. Religion is based on our beliefs, And when you're young and you're told things, you tend to believe them. Can you do backflip? Have you ever do backflip? No, I haven't. I don't want to break my back. I don't want to hurt myself. Some people who are in gymnastics hurt themselves. I don't believe in religion. Religion makes people not together. But I believe in God. Yes, there is a difference between God and religion. Religion is man's attempt at understanding God. But there are those who say to call him God would be to limit him. Big difference. I'm starting to find little notches. There are little notches on this stick, this club, and I'm trying to smooth them out. I like this. This is a Leatherman, and it's this pair of scissors, and it's a multi-tool. It has a pair of tweezers. It has a bottle opener. I'm going to modify this bottle opener so that I can open cans with it. There's another way to open cans. You can scrape it on a sidewalk. I was watching that on Dual Survival. Did you learn about Islam? I've learned very little about Islam. Islam was not the original religion of America. You look dangerous with that hook, with that took. I look dangerous with that. With that tool, dangerous. See, it has a little knife. I didn't mean to look dangerous. Dangerous. I can actually sit here and whittle. Something about that, this particular stick. There's something magical about this here stick. The fact that all I had to do is make a couple of cuts. Tool. You're scared? Don't be scared. Don't be scared. It's okay. I'm just playing around with my newly made club. That's basically what clubs are. It's just a stick with a heavy end to it. Let's go clubbing. Nothing says caveman like a club. That stick can make people disappear. That's right. Make people disappear. This has a lanyard too, I think. It has a blade. It has a nail file. It has a screwdriver. I've seen Swiss Army knives that have crossbows on them. Interesting. It can make people disappear. No? Oh, there we go. There's the lanyard. There it is. This is so you can clip it, on your belt buckle or on your belt loop. Leatherman. I'm missing my Leatherman. I don't know what happened. The nail file, the file broke, and I wanted to replace it with a saw. I bought the saw blade, and now I can't find the Leatherman. There's also a little car, a remote control car that I had. You ready for apocalypse zombie? Yes, I am. They say machetes. A machete is a good weapon against zombies. You ready for apocalypse zombie? Okay. Where are you from? I am from California. California knows how to party in the city. Wow. In Islam, we believe Allah created Adam as Muslim. Then we reproduced and got misguided. So God sent prophets to guide us. And the last prophet was Muhammad. They say Abraham, or they call him Abraham. There was a friend of mine from Turkey. Turkish people are Muslim, mostly. And he was talking about how they mentioned her. They know about Jesus. They know about Muhammad. Yeah, and Abraham. What about Elijah? Do you acknowledge Elijah? That's right. That's right. Who else? There was Elijah. There was a couple other prophets. I just remember, man, it's been a while. Yes, of course. What is your channel about? This and that. I drink wine and we discuss topics. Religion, zombie apocalypse, cannibalism. Cannibalism is common in some parts of the world. I guess they just like they like the taste of their fellow man, You don't have to chase your fellow man. You just have to maybe hit him over the head, and then you could start, preparing, put him on a rotisserie. Did you watch that? It was Sinbad, the seventh voyage of Sinbad, I think, where this Cyclops started. He put this guy on a rotisserie, and he started cooking him over a fire. I think everybody has something weird they eat or don't eat. Hindus, they don't eat cows. Cows are sacred. And rats. I don't think they eat rats. Rats are kind of sacred too. Okay, yes. See you then. Hope you get so. Okay. All right. Well, my brother's coming by tomorrow. They all follow their descendants and create religions over it. I've noticed that mankind, the study, I guess it's called anthropology, the study of man, they've always had at least 12 gods. 12 gods, and some are goddesses, like the Greeks, the Nordic, yeah, which is the Hermetic principle of gender. There's the all is mind. Yeah, mentalism, vibration. What was the other one? There was mentalism, vibration, duality, polarity, rhythms, cause and effect. And then there was another one I'm missing. One of them was correspondence. Correspondence is a good thing. Mainly at last. Yeah, but dude, you believe in the same descendants. Yeah. There's like oral tradition. I think the Navajo and the who is it? The Aborigines. I think they have a lot of culture, or tribes. They have their oral traditions because they don't have. Some of them don't have writing, and their teachings usually they pass it on. We need to find the the family that woke up and died for us. We need to find the one eye. Let's see, Yeshua. That's who he was known as in Aramaic. No one really knows if there is an afterlife. Yeah, a lot of people have near-death experiences. I've heard a few near-death experiences, and they all have kind of like the same story to tell. Okay, but Christianity has many contradictions. I've noticed that it's never linear. It's never like consistent. It's not a perfect. No, I don't think a lot of religions are perfect. A lot of books, yeah, a lot of books do. Like the Nag Hammadi. There's the Nag Hammadi library. It talks. It points to the Gnostics. The Gnostics, they believe in the pleroma. They believe in that Jesus was sent from the pleroma to teach us that the monad it's that unifying intelligence. Any book is contradicting when you don't read it for front to back. Yeah, people do that, like a haircut, like a Harry Potter book, and don't say you have. All our Abrahamic religions as has the same prophets, I think, like Islam, Christianity, Judaism. They all follow the same prophets: Adam, Abraham, David, Isaac. Isaac was another one. Yeah, Isaac, Abraham, Isaac. And like I said, who was that one guy who, the chariots of fire? I just mentioned his name. Elijah, that's right. Harry, read that. What's your dream destination? I guess I've always wanted to go to maybe Scotland and hang out in Scotland or Ireland. I've never been outside the US. Most people don't even read their own boom front to back. Yeah. Love y'all. It's like you tell me your religion is loving. I think a lot of we miss love. We miss out. We don't practice love. We talk about it, but I think we need to practice it more. Look, adventure. If I read a Harry Potter book in sections like people do the Bible, it would be confusing. I get it. I wonder how many people are going to dig up Harry Potter books and make religions out of them. They're going to read the Harry Potter books and take it literally. They're going to say, they're going to start having hymns rebuking Voldemort, and praising Dumbledore. Could you imagine that if they read Harry Potter and took it literally? Look, oh, I already read that. Oh, I'm looking. Your book isn't preserved. Even your pastors claimed that. Let's see. Look up what's the most preserved book. The most preserved book is the Torah, and what else they call it? The Kabbalah. That's I think that's pretty well preserved. The Quran, the Nag Hammadi scrolls that people have found. The Quran from day one hasn't changed. You haven't even read your own. Religion is very powerful. It is. It taps into the belief of a person. What about visiting some Middle East countries? You can learn a lot of religions and historical things, like in super interested about, yes, Egypt. That'd be a nice place to go, Egypt, and also like the Emerald Tablets and the books of Thoth. There's a lot of Hermes. Hermes came from Egypt. I think he was Atlantean, Egyptian, and then he was Greek. They call him Hermes Trismegistus. What does this have to do with this? The kingdom of God. That's right. That's right. Know ye not that you are the temple of God, and the Spirit of God dwells within you? That's what I really believe that. Don't go looking for God. God is dwelling within you. The kingdom of God is in you. Yeshua came down, flipped tables, and died for your sins. he, I don't follow those pastors. Adventure. You're just following your forefathers' religion. You were born Christian, so you follow it without knowledge. The Torah is the Old Testament. That's right. Thank you, Ed. You're welcome. And I think most preserved is the Quran. Yeah, if people stay true, if they don't make any alterations, you can learn it. There's a lot of things that are open to interpretation. Between literally and figuratively. When they talk about the monsters in Revelation, you can tell me about a Harry Potter book. If you don't read it front to back, just answer that. I've seen the movies. I don't have the discipline to read a whole book. I always get distracted. I think I have attention deficit. Morocco. Chorus. I like that. Adventure. Being your proof, your religion is true. Bring your proof. Well, it's still talked about today. And there's a lot of locations that are mentioned when you read the New Testament. You can actually go to those places. I'd have lots of contradictions. No, contradictions. Bring me proof. You have two arms. Let's see. Bring me your proof from your book. I'm starting to get tired. This has been a pretty interesting discussion. Answer this question. How would you know about a Harry Potter book if you only read a few pages? Good point. You are switching the topic. You have no response, and the truth belongs to Allah. Thank you, Ed. Bye, friend. See you later. Good idea. I think I'm going to take a few more sips of wine, and then I'm going to have visions of sugar plums. Yeah, I need to get some sleep. I'm going to be meeting up with my brother tomorrow. Thank you all for joining Eddie's Funhouse. It's been real. It's been nice. And it's been real nice. Goodbye for now.